It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at Fiserv Forum. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for Kevin Durant.
Over the past 10 games, his effective field goal percentage has really taken a tumble. In layman's terms, his offense just isn't as well-rounded as it could be right now.
And now the Los Angeles starters. We've got Nesmith. Derek Lively is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Johnson, and it's Doncic in at point guard. And for the Bucks, Murray out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brook Lopez, and it's Durant in at the 3. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Curry. And it's Lopez, that time on the assist by Curry.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Doncic. The 3. And a slam dunk by Lively.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Now here's Curry, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Fires from deep, sinks it from distance.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Curry's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Pass to Nesmith. Screen by Lively. From deep, here's Doncic. Another shot. And the bucket as Lively finishes.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
And here's Lopez. Now here's Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Well, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, BA, most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
Curry against Doncic. Now here's Lopez. Not a lot of room for 3. Durant nails it from 3.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Outside Nesmith. Doncic outside. Back to Johnson. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Lively with a screen on Murray. Inside. Curry with a steal. Here we go. All alone. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bucks.
Well, in today's NBA, the 3-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Now here's Neesmith. Still no points. Doncic outside. He buries it from three.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Bucks making a switch here. Warford's checked in. And here are some point guards who have been very hot from beyond the arc this year. You take a look at Curry. He is downright lethal from distance, ranking first in the league in three-point percentage. And, of course, Christian Brown, they're a few spots behind.
I mean, when no other options are available, any one of these guys can just take charge and shoot that three.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from three.
Here's Okogie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot off the mark. Oh, nice D from Neesmith to the middle. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
Pass to Horford. Okogie on the wing. Jordan inside, covered by Lively. Durant, the pass to Horford. Here's Curry. Up and over Doncic. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 now.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Pass to Lively. To the inside. Horford with a steal. Curry against Doncic. Horford for 3. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
Pass to Neesmith. Horford against Leonard. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Over Horford. No good there, off the double clutch. The Bucks leading by 7. Well, Clark, for over a decade now, the Clippers have essentially been a staple in the postseason.
Yeah, B.A., they sure have been. They've only missed the playoffs twice since 2012. Staying competitive during that stretch, despite a great deal of roster turnover and some major injuries to deal with as well.
Okogie's shot is off. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard outside. Pass to Lively. And here's Doncic outside. Horford pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've got 8 of 13 attempts to go. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Johnson. And Durant with the block.
You know, somehow Durant is still a bit overlooked as a defender and shot blocker.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Left side, Neesmith. Here's Doncic. Ooh, rejected by Horford. Okogie, the pass to Curry. Back to Okogie.
First in three-point field goal percentage, third in free throw percentage, and they are in the top 5 in fewest turnovers. They handle the rock with care, and that also helps you defensively. Less chances for your opponents to run off a turnover.
And in today's NBA, it's all about the three-point shot, right? And these guys shoot it at such a phenomenal clip. Tops in the league, in fact. Their ability to space the floor is exceptional. Jamal Murray is checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Los Angeles, Smith comes in for Lively. And Williamson is subbed in for Neesmith. Brown's checked in for Los Angeles. So it's Los Angeles now. 7-point differential. Pass to Johnson. Doncic outside. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Horford. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Murray. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. The 3 from Curry. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. Curry with a steal. Now here's Jordan. He's got 6. Here's Murray. Back to Curry. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. And then for Los Angeles, Matkovic comes in for Johnson, and it's Jones in for Doncic. Clippers trail by 7. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Guys, back to you.
A scary thought. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Boy, quick reacting that time helps Okogie come up with the steal, sparking a successful fast break.
Back to Williamson. Clock at 6. To stop the drought. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Last time they met in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Now here's Williamson. Tight defense on him. To the paint. Poke loose. Horford with a steal. Murray against Williamson. Pass to Lopez. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Lopez has got 8 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Holiday's checked in for Jones. And it's Williamson with the ball for the LA Clippers. They trail by 14. Outside Brown. Williamson against Murray. Horford with a steal. Down low. And Williamson with the block.
Whoa. Zion looked like a flying fortress the way he protected the rim.
To the middle. Here's Makovic. Horford covering. Clock at 4. Here's Williamson. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Bucks leading by 14. The floater, and it's Curry laying it in. Curry's got 7 points.
Yeah, they're getting pummeled on the offensive board so far.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Second, the Clippers.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high-flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Leonard's checked in. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Curry passes to Okogie. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Lopez. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now. He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Lopez, the screen on Williamson. Here's Okogie, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Boy, savvy play that time from Okogie. Drew the foul and still managed to get the shot free.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes a first. And he can't hit the second.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Williamson. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana. Here's Leonard. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard. Brown against Curry. And that one drops. And the Bucks lead by 17.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's Milwaukee leading by 17 at the end of the period. And the 3-ball has been huge in building this lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. We've got Christian Brown. He's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Zion Williamson out there with Jalen Smith. And it's Makovich in at the 4 spot. Now here's Murray. Coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio. The 3 is up. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality.
Free throw drops from Murray. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
To get where you want to go as a team, you need big game players. There's no way around it. And historically, Murray tends to play his best on the biggest stage.
The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. Clippers trail by 19. Leonard passes to Brown. Williamson outside from behind the arc. Drops in the 3. Williamson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Showing he's got power and poise. Williamson with the nice, crisp jumper.
Outside Olynyk. Durant with a screen on Brown. Back to Olynyk. Here's Okogie. Leonard defending. Okogie's shot is off. And for the Clippers, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. Smith no good. Milwaukee leading by 16. Here's Okogie. Outside Murray. And there's a pick. Back to Okogie. Over Leonard. Rebound by the Clippers.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Okogie. Murray deciding where to go with it. And it's Makovich with a rebound. Clippers trail by 16. Williamson finds Smith. Leonard for 3. Leonard! A threat from deep.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Brook Lopez.
We're just not seeing the same tenacity from him on the defensive end lately. He hasn't been blocking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
And so Murray will bring it up for Milwaukee. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Pass to Olynyk. And here's Durant. On the wing, Murray. To end the drought. Whoa, Murray getting it done in tight.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Smith outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Matkovic, guarded by Olynyk, and it's Matkovic missing.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Shot blocked.
There you see Smith's length playing to his advantage defensively.
Here's Okogie. Leonard defending. Goes back up. And it's the Clippers on the break from 15 feet away. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Leonard's got 11 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Murray. He has 6 from downtown. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Matkovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard against Olynyk. Now Brown. No made baskets yet. Leonard gets the bucket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The Bucks leading by 11. And there's the call on Christian Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Milwaukee making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Jordan. Horford comes in for Olynyk. And it's Stephen Curry in for Okogie. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Doncic is checked in for Smith. Now here's Curry. He's got 9. To the paint. The steal! Leonard inside. Durant's there. Back to Williamson. Now here's Doncic. He's covered by Curry. Here's Leonard. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And stolen by Williamson. And he lobs it up.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Milwaukee leading by 9. And here's Curry. Pass to Murray. Back to Curry. The 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. The Clippers have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. They set the pick. Knocked loose. And stolen by Murray. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. KD jams it straight down.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
Williamson passes to Leonard. Horford against Williamson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Lively, he's checked in for Matkovic, and Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Brown. And his team's run through the finish line of the season, Grant. There must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Back to you.
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. And here's Milwaukee now, following the score by Los Angeles. Lopez, the screen on Doncic. Curry's shot is off.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Jordan's checked in for Horford. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Leonard. Milwaukee with the ball. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Curry passes to Murray. Back to Curry. Jordan, the screen. And another miss by Milwaukee.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Williamson outside. Shot clock at 6. Johnson on the wing. And here's Doncic outside. Doncic, count it!
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
The Bucks leading by 6. Outside Murray. Lets it go from deep. Doncic pulls down the board.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Nesmith. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Curry against Doncic. Pass to Murray. Just 5 games left on the year. Let's take a look at the current seedings in the West. Taking a look at Los Angeles. 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note.
When I look at the Clippers, their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and of course, it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
And the Clippers making a change here. Aldama's checked in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The kick out, Curry. Jordan, the pass to Durant. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
Outside Nesmith. Doncic outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Brown's checked in for Los Angeles. Doncic hits them both.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
And Lopez gets it to go.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Back to Doncic, puts up a deep three. They get it back.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Pass to Murray. Back to Curry. 4-3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Curry's got 8 points here in the quarter.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
On the wing, Curry. Murray against Brown. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They have been effective on the interior this quarter. That's how you generate consistent offense.
And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. Williamson's checked in for Brown. The free throw drops for Lopez.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about him. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
One shot.
That's good from Williamson.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Clippers trail by 8. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lively. Outside Neesmith. Now Doncic. He's covered by Curry. Doncic is doubled. 6 to shoot. Neesmith passes to Johnson. This one for 3. No good. Launches it from deep. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Bucks, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
KD, you were so on top of it defensively. How have you been able to contain them?
They're so tough, but we're playing hard. You know, guys are getting beat, but we're helping each other out, and that's what we have to do if we want to win this game.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
It's a very exciting group. We get to watch them grow. The league has adjusted to them along the way, but they've adjusted back.
Some great coaching as well to bring these guys along. And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Man, it almost doesn't seem possible. You know what I'm talking about, Ernie?
Yeah.
Steph just getting better? How can a guy get better as he gets older? Man, it goes a long way to his work ethic.
Yeah, his pregame is some people's game. And you know what we like to say? He makes it look Steph-effortless. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 8-point game. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Durant in at the 3. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Up top, Durant. Outside, Curry. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And that one falls for Curry.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
And so Curry nails both of them.
He's about as calm as you can be at the stripe.
Clippers trail by 10. Doncic outside. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on DeAndre Jordan.
One of the many things that Kawhi does well, getting himself to the line.
You think back to the prime years of Kawhi Leonard, Clark. He was absolutely dominant.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, so few wings could dominate the way Kawhi did when he was healthy and in his prime. I mean, he could score at all 3 levels, especially in that mid-range game. Absolutely lethal. And then defensively, he was a stopper. He would just turn people's water off. In his peak, he was as good as any two-way player we've had in the league.
Nice balance from Kawhi Leonard there.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Curry passes to Murray. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Nesmith. And Leonard powers it down.
Another big night in the career of Kawhi. What a devastating player he is. Fun to watch, too.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. All right, let's bring up the rookie leaderboard now to see which point guards made an impact on the boards this past month. Third is Luka Doncic.
And even if rebounding isn't a point guard's top priority, a lot of the great ones in NBA history were productive on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Right side Durant. Pass to Curry. Let's go with a 3. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Curry. Durant's got 12.
Poetry in motion. Such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that 3 ball's going down.
Leonard looking around. 13 feet out. Again, the miss by Leonard. Milwaukee's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Durant. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Durant. Here's Murray. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Aaron Nesmith picks one up.
Murray is a guy who gets to the line a lot, and he's a little more explosive than he appears, and he knows how to draw contact.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And with great execution and the ability to finish, they're a top 5 scoring offense.
And they do shoot it at a very high clip. One of the most efficient offenses in the league. They don't take too many bad shots. The free throw drops from Murray.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
He's perfect from the line this time. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Clippers trail by 9. Doncic passes to Lively. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Doncic. Throws it up high.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom! Lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Now here's Murray. Defense is right there. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Johnson. Doncic, a screen on Durant. Back to Doncic. Leonard on the wing. Covered by Lopez. 5 to shoot. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Kawhi has a subtle and quiet way of consistently keeping the pressure on.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And he drops the first.
Well, you really got to appreciate Kawhi's presence and the impact it has on the court. I mean, he's a guy who is feared on both ends of the floor, and that gives his team a lot of confidence.
Al Horford's checked in for Milwaukee. Okogie comes in for Jamal Murray. And Leonard drops them both.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
Curry surveys. Here's Okogie. Back to Curry. Fires for three. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Back to Doncic. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the San Antonio Spurs.
And that game against the Kings, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
That free throw, no good. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
And he sinks the second. The Bucks leading by 10. Outside Curry. Takes the three. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 11 points here in the second half.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Clippers trail by 13. Outside Neesmith. Leonard for 3. On target from range. Leonard's got 26 points.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Leonard against Horford. Back to Curry. Pass to Okogie. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. The 3 doesn't go that time. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 10. Shot by Leonard, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Durant with the bucket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And Leonard, here we go. And he comes up with a bucket. 28 points for him.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Outside Curry. Pass to Okogie. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. The rebound by Neesmith. Neesmith's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. All right, let's take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA. The Clippers, 4th.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
First one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Bucks leading by 9. Jordan, the pass to Curry. Inside. Here's Horford. Okogie on the wing. Outside Curry. Horford, a screen on Doncic. The 3 from Curry. Drains the triple. Curry's got 31 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Leonard. And he's got 28 now.
Look, we know Leonard is a crafty, clever scorer, and he knows exactly how to get the defense out of position to draw fouls.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Jordan, and Murray subbed in for Durant. And then for Los Angeles, Smith, he's checked in for Lively, and Zion Williamson subbed in for Nesmith. Good on both. Curry with it. He's got 31. Pass to Okogie. To the paint. Lopez in the post. Covered by Smith. Curry. Wow! Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Outside Johnson. Okogie pulls down the board. The Bucks leading by 12. Curry with it. Now Doncic defending. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist from Curry. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Pass to Leonard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Brown's checked in for the Clippers. And Leonard drops them both. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Pass to Murray. Back to Curry. The three ball. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Williamson. Now here's Doncic. 15 points in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And Curry with the take. Murray against Williamson. Steps back and shoots. Murray, no good. Clippers trail by 15. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And here's Doncic outside. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Pass to Murray. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Again, Milwaukee!
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Now Smith. Outside Brown. Doncic on the wing. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession.
And they've got a spot in the top 5 in free throw shooting. Defenses hate to send these guys to the line because they know they'll probably pick up the free points.
And let's go back to the transition game. They run the break as well as anybody. You might outwork them, but you're not going to outrun them. Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Matkovic comes in for Kawhi Leonard, and Payton is subbed in for Doncic.
Well, Zion rarely takes shots outside of the paint. It's good to see him expanding his range.
Curry passes to Murray. Back to Curry from 20 feet. Smith with the rebound.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
Here's Payton. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Murray. 10 points for him. Okogie. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Outside Payton. Williamson passes to Brown. On the wing, Payton. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Williamson. Launches it. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Horford's got rebound number 7 tonight. Payton against Curry. Here's Murray. Back to Curry for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 41.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Williamson outside. Pass to Smith. Here's the 3. Hits a three-pointer. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Milwaukee out in front, leading by 17. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Christian Brown out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Zion Williamson. Then it's Smith. And it's Makovich in at the 4. Now here's Murray. Durant with a screen on Brown. Murray finds Durant. In transition, here come the Clippers. Great hustle, Leonard.
Smart in transition. Leonard finding the right spot and doing what he does.
Milwaukee leading by 15. Outside Murray. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Williamson. Leonard passes to Brown. Here's Makovich, guarded by Olynyk. Williamson outside. Now here's Leonard. The D's right on him. There's the block.
Well, you see the defensive prowess there. I mean, I love when Okogie gets up and sends it back. Not many guys of his size can do that.
Now here's Olynyk. Pass to Durant. There's the 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Brown. Back to Leonard. Outside Brown. And here's Williamson. Oh, denied by Durant. Pass to Okogie. Outside Murray. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Screen by Durant. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Over to the wing. Williamson for 3. Rebound by Olynyk.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Murray from outside. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Doncic is checked in for Smith. Clippers trail by 15. Outside Brown. Pass to Matkovic. Count that bucket.
And you know, that sequence was all about the screen in my mind. Worked off of it to get a perfectly clean look there.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Murray passes to Olynyk. Now Durant. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Clippers trail by 12. Doncic outside. Pass to Leonard. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And it's Kelly Olynyk with the foul. That's his first foul. So it's Los Angeles now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Olynyk. Harris comes in for Okogie. And it's Lowry in for Murray. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
Now here's Brown. Leonard for three. And the three-pointer goes. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
Pass to Harris. Back to Lowry to snap the cold streak. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Lowry's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Matkovic. Oh, Jordan with the block.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Al Horford's checked in for Jordan. Jamal Murray comes in for Harris. And it's Stephen Curry in for Lowry. And stolen by Durant. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
KD is so good at drawing contact, really smart at finding ways to draw fouls and get to the line.
And both free throws good for Durant. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Matkovic. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give them the ball and let them go to work.
Williamson inside. He's against Horford. Now Leonard to halt the run. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And the Clippers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And he knocks down the first one. And Leonard drops them both. Milwaukee leading by 14. The 3 from Curry. Good D by Doncic. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Steady play from Doncic against contact.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Outside Curry. Brown against Murray. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
So for the Clippers, Lively comes in for Williamson. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Brown. Clippers trail by 12. Doncic outside. Pass to Lively. Outside Nesmith. Now Doncic. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Doncic has got 19 points.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Now here's Murray. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the LA Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Leonard outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Leonard's got 42 in the game.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Leonard. Doncic outside. Pass to Lively. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Screen by Lively. Here's Leonard. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Al Horford. First one falls for him. The Bucks making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. And Leonard drops them both. Here's Curry. Pass to Murray. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Here's Jordan. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
They set a pick. Here's Nesmith, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And the first one at the line is good.
And Nesmith is a very talented shooter, no denying that. I mean, he's a guy you have to guard closely at all times.
Milwaukee leading by 11. And stolen by Leonard. Nesmith on the wing. He's covered by Curry. And here's Doncic outside. They get it again. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Nesmith's gotten 4 this quarter.
Every team needs hustle players, guys that give you everything at both ends, and that's exactly what Nesmith is to this group.
Curry against Doncic. Jordan with a screen on Doncic. 5 on the clock. Rejected by Lively.
When Lively's on you like this, with all his size and length, it's hard to get a shot off on him.
Nesmith with it. Checked by Murray. Pass to Johnson. Fires the 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Doncic against Curry. On the wing, Curry. Up and over Doncic. And there's Curry on the assist by Murray. Curry's got 48.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Leonard drops them both. And here's Murray. Here's Curry. Here's Murray. Curry outside. Lots of room. Good. He hits again.
Oh, his elite offensive play has put him in an elite group. Impressive.
Yeah, when it comes to the number of 50-point games in a season, he's now 5th all time. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Mechanically so efficient and smooth. Leonard off the catch there.
Curry against Doncic.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And so Curry nails both of them.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
Cleared away by Curry. The Bucks leading by 10. And he slams it down.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Here's Lively. It's stolen by Curry. Now Murray. It's tipped. Another bucket. Wow. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Very few players have the combination of power and athleticism that Kawhi has. Electric.
Now here's Murray. Neesmith covering. Doncic against Curry. Right side Murray. Outside Lopez. Here's Durant. 4 on the clock. Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. Johnson with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Leonard. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one. And so Curry will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Now Murray. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Durant. Curry outside. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Now here's Neesmith.
Excellent coverage from Durant, able to guard multiple positions due to his size, athleticism, and length.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up by 9. And so Curry nails both of them.
Making all of those, putting this game in the refrigerator.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Jamal, I know you're a competitor. Coming off of a tough loss, what was the mindset coming into this game?
Just a hit-first mentality. We really need it as a team, and we just want to come here and not even call the first time out and just hit hard, so that's exactly what we did.
You were the aggressors from the get-go, and it paid off. Thanks so much, Jamal.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Stephen Curry.